So I want to ask you what goes through your head whenever a client reaches out and says, I don't want you to do my hair anymore. I want to discuss why we need to take ourselves out of that negative spiral and put ourselves into a place of numbers and business so that you don't get into a tailspin every single time a client leaves because it's gonna happen. So let's talk through what your brain does when a client's gonna leave and how we can make ourselves feel better. So when we are getting into a spiral about losing clients, or let's say we have a situation where one of our long-term clients has left with almost no explanation. Like you get the text that says, hey, I just wanted to let you know I've decided to see someone else for my hair. I've enjoyed our time together. Thank you. What's your first thought? Total spiral into what have I done wrong? What did I say last time? How did I mess up their hair last time? And when it comes down to it, in order to keep our peace of mind and to not have anxiety, which I have anxiety, we have to look at the facts. And take the personal out of it and say, okay, the fact is, I have lost a client that makes me $300 every 6 weeks. And instead of seeing it as this person doesn't like me, I'm going to lose all my other clients. What's the worst case scenario? I need to see it as okay, so now I have an opening to replace $300 in my book every 6 weeks. And all that means is that I need to add one client to my book that's getting the same service. So instead of spiraling into that place of negativity, feeling bad, give yourself 1 minute to feel anxiety, to question what you did wrong, to see how you can do better, and then move on and figure out what the solution is. And in this situation, I think the solution is looking at the facts. How much did that client bring in? How often were they coming? And how can we replace that income without being emotionally driven to search for what it is we did wrong, which is the first place my mind tends to go. So, my advice in this situation is to give yourself 1 minute or 2 minutes to feel the feelings, to be a little bit sad, to take it personally, and then move on and look at the facts and replace that client, find out how you can make that much money and let it go and not think about that client again. If you feel the need to reach out and ask for, no, I wouldn't reach out and ask for a reason, but if you have to say, just for the future, I want to serve my clients the best I can. Is there any information you can give me on how I could have served you better to keep you as a client? You're welcome to do that. I don't know if you're going to get the answer you want, but you are going to get an answer if you need that closure. But truthfully, the most important thing is just seeing it as business. Clients are going to come and go. You're going to experience loss. You're going to experience times when clients just decide to move on. And a lot of times it's not personal. A lot of times it's that they want to go to someone closer to their house. And they don't want to tell you that because they don't want to hurt your feelings. They want to make you think that you're special and that they're willing to drive to you. And they've said that so many times, they can't tell you that honestly, it's just that it takes 45 minutes to get to you. And that's not a drive they want to. So, really take yourself out of that anxiety spiral that you get into whenever you lose someone and you say, "Oh, well, now they're all gonna quit, and whatever that person's mad about, they're all mad about, and I'm probably gonna just not be able to be a hairstylist anymore." Well, that's not true. That one client is gonna leave, you're gonna fill their spot, and you're gonna move on. And my advice is just to really evaluate your thoughts, really look at what's going through your brain and don't even judge the thoughts. Just think, that's interesting. That's an interesting thing that I do where I take it so personally. And how can I change that for the future?